Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. What if the one thing holding Tammy Slaton back from freedom was something as simple as driving? In this emotional episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Tammy makes a shocking confession that could change everything. Join us as we explore her journey and the struggles she faces behind the wheel. You won't want to miss the heartfelt moments that reveal her true desires and the challenges that lie ahead. Oh, my dear friends, prepare your hearts, because today's news about Tammy Slaton from 1,000 Pound Sisters is a true emotional roller coaster. We've all been on this incredible journey with her, watching her battle mountains of challenges, both physical and emotional. After shedding over 500 pounds and bravely undergoing skin removal surgery, the burning question in everyone's mind has been, can Tammy finally drive now and gain the independence she's longed for? And the answer, while perhaps not what we all hoped for right now, is deeply, profoundly relatable and, frankly, a little heartbreaking. For those who haven't followed Tammy's story from the beginning, imagine living in a world where simple everyday tasks are colossal obstacles. Raised in a family where obesity was a pervasive struggle, Tammy found herself trapped, her weight soaring to nearly 700 pounds in her early 30s. This wasn't just a physical burden, it was a cage that limited her life in every imaginable way. Self-care, enjoying the outdoors, even traveling. These fundamental freedoms were snatched away, leaving Tammy utterly dependent on others for her most basic needs. It's a reality that hits you right in the gut, making you feel the immense weight of her past struggles. In 2020, Tammy bravely stepped into the spotlight with 1,000 Pound Sisters, sharing her deeply personal weight loss journey. It was raw, it was real, and it was often incredibly tough to watch. There were setbacks, moments of despair, and health scares that pushed her to the brink. But then a turning point, a health crisis that forced her to confront her reality, leading her to a rehab center and a renewed commitment to change. By 2022, she reached the monumental milestone for bariatric surgery. The surgery was a success. In over 3 years, Tammy shed an astonishing 500 pounds. Then, in early 2025, after much consideration, she underwent skin removal surgery, unveiling a truly transformative new self in 1,000 Pound Sisters Season 7. We all cheered, we shed tears of joy witnessing such a monumental achievement. But here's the twist, the part that pulls at your heartstrings and reminds you that personal journeys are never simple, even after the biggest victories. One of the most significant impacts of Tammy's former weight was her inability to learn basic skills like driving. For years, she relied solely on her family, her sisters, her brother, to get her from point A to point B. Even friends stepped in to help with errands, especially during those earlier, challenging phases when she was, as she admitted, excessively partying. The burning question then became, now that she's achieved so much, can she finally get behind the wheel? The answer, as Tammy bravely shared in 2024 via E! News and reiterated in a recent episode of the Creative Chaos podcast produced by Ezel Film Company, is not yet. I do want to learn eventually, but right now, my anxiety is just a little too much. That hits deep, doesn't it? After everything she's overcome, this very human, very relatable struggle with anxiety is still a formidable barrier. It makes you realize that healing isn't just physical, it's deeply mental and emotional. Tammy spoke about wanting to take baby steps, acknowledging her lack of experience. She admitted, I have driven a golf cart, but granted, it didn't go too fast. It's the speed factor that triggers her anxiety, a raw, honest admission that resonates with anyone who has ever faced a fear that seems illogical to others but feels overwhelming to them. Fans have voiced concerns about this, The idea of her continued reliance on her siblings, particularly her brother Chris, has sparked speculation about potential strain on their relationships. Chris has been her rock, but as he works 6 days a week and has his own family, the burden of being Tammy's primary chauffeur is considerable. We all want Tammy to have full independence, not just for her sake, but for her family's too. Then the heartbreaking revelation that truly explains her deep-seated fear. On the Creative Chaos podcast, Tammy bravely opened up about a terrifying car incident from her past. I was in a car with somebody, and we were falling asleep. I had to stay awake myself to help him drive, and I don't know how to drive. Can you imagine being a passenger entirely dependent on a driver who is nodding off and having to fight to stay awake and alert, knowing your life is in their hands while you yourself don't even know how to steer? That's not just a mishap. That's a trauma that would leave anyone hesitant to get behind the wheel. And if that wasn't enough, we've seen other driving mishaps play out on 1,000-pound sisters. Remember that golf cart incident with her brother Chris? Tammy, initially ecstatic, sped off at breakneck speed before veering dangerously close to a tree. The close call left her visibly rattled, a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong and how easily panic can set in. Despite these very real fears, Tammy has a dream car in mind, a classic Ford Mustang GT, her old-fashioned Stang. It's a powerful, stylish choice that speaks volumes about her desire for freedom and power, a life unbound by past limitations. It shows she wants this, truly, deeply wants it. But for now, the road to driving remains untraveled. On the same podcast, she admitted her persistent fear of semi-trucks, that chilling thought of them not seeing you in their blind spots. It's still a fear of semis. They don't see you in the blind side. This fear, combined with her past traumas, has kept her from taking the plunge. Yet there's a glimmer of hope, a testament to her enduring spirit. Eventually, yes, I do want to learn. This statement, quiet but firm, carries so much weight. Tammy Slaton has faced down unimaginable physical and emotional battles. And while driving might seem like a small hurdle after all she's conquered, it's a profound step towards complete independence and freedom. Our hearts ache for her current struggle, but they also swell with hope for the day she finally gets behind the wheel of her dream Mustang completely on her own terms. She's proved she can do anything she sets her mind to, and we'll be here, cheering her on every mile of the way.